welcome to the Sci-Fi Invasion. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set from Mill Creek in 50 weeks. Oh, yeah? Oh my gosh. Quentin, don't deep throat it. No, that completely derailed me. What movie was I watching? Okay, The Bat from 1959. So I was pretty excited to watch this one. I love Vincent Price, and this is a movie I've owned many times on various box sets, but I've actually never sat down and watched it. And that's surprising for me because I love Vincent Price. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually surprised that they haven't done another remake of this, because this itself is a remake. I'm vaguely aware of the history of this movie. I do know that it influenced, not this movie, but the original film that it's a remake of influenced Batman somewhat. From what I understand, the original silent film, he has a bat symbol that he beams before he kills people. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. What this movie is, it's an old dark house movie. For those of you who are not super into movie history, old dark house movies were really popular from the 30s to I think the early 60s. And basically, well, what it typically is there's money hidden in a house and someone's faking a haunting to get the money. That's typically what these movies are. And sometimes they have a body count, sometimes they don't. This movie, it's not a haunting, it's a prowler called the Bat. And he's stalking these women, trying to get them out of this mansion because there's a large amount of money in it. And this isn't really, it's not a spoiler, this is not a mystery. This is set up within the first 10, 20 minutes of the film. They're everyone is super suspicious. Every single person in this movie that could be a suspect, they're acting in a way that makes them suspect number one. Every single one of them. And the one that's the most suspicious is Vincent Price, of course. Vincent Price is great in this movie. He's great in every movie. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's very short, but it's a lot of fun. I love these old dark house movies. They're just silly. And the main character of this movie is an author who writes spooky stories, spooky murder mysteries, and she's taking the events that's happening around her as inspiration for a story. She's very similar to, I don't know if anyone in my audience remembers this show, but Murder, She Wrote. It's very similar to Murder, She Wrote, where she's just a little too excited for all the death that's happening around her. There's trap doors. The Bat is a guy wearing a black mask, wearing an all black suit, black hat, and the only bat thing he has is Catwoman nails from the Tim Burton movie, which is odd. But a lot of that stuff is really fun, and one of my favorite moments in it is the Bat's running around the house, and the lady throws a thing, I think it's a fire poker, and it hits the Bat in the back of the head. And when they all come in, I think one of them has a bruise on his face, but then Vincent Price has this bloody gash, and so everyone looks suspicious. And I love that kind of stuff. It's silly, but I don't know. If you're watching one of these movies from the 50s, I feel like you like that kind of stuff. So I certainly did. This movie was a lot of fun. I might add this to my Halloween rotation. I love vampire flicks. I love older horror movies for the Halloween season. Don't get me wrong, I like newer horror movies too, but there's just something from the 50s to the 80s that to me that's Halloween as far as horror goes. So I really like this one. I think that's it for now. Very short movie, breezy watch, highly recommend. And that's it for now. Remember, please be kind and rewind.